Right. Hello there, how's it there? Ame Gakita. So let's just say that for now I'm just going to play a bit of Genshin along the line, considering that there's also like dailies and what's not I haven't done yet. So I'm just gonna do whichever I can first, and then after that there is also I think it's the last one last event. Hopefully I don't need to do too much because yesterday cycling was very calm and made my leg tired along the line. So that being said, I shall see what I need to do first. I need to wait 2 days. I'm just gonna do the weekly boss fight as well, something along the line. Hopefully it will be much easier for me in a way. And I don't really want to overthink too much because it's like overthinking is also bad for my mind as well. So that being said, okay, I'm just gonna do the weeklies. There is a new weekly over here. Interestingly, in montage. After the first two was like the wolf and the dragon, and I don't know where we got the chest. Okay, this one I don't really want to use that specific theme. It's like I have to use some theme along the line that is good for my theme along the line, and then sometimes it's like I can use hard to kill, not that useful, but a shot. Just get on shooting. It's still kind of interesting to show Abeta and the travel together.
なんでおもちゃの姿を借りなきゃならないんだい？ハリスさんじゃないみたい。よくやったね。でもまだだよ。ここからはわしが相手だ。万物を直視すれば断りが見える。逆に見れば真実が見えてくる。大丈夫かい？
And draw to.
律令に従え。念の表とソーランド行こ。飛ぶか。
クイーンよダンスと行こう。ステップは覚えているわよね。ロックオン。さあ、
Hoyoverse?
これよりエンジェルは断罪の
口封じは任せたからね。舞台効果も大切よ。命ずる。風が立つ。
Just let me hit you guys more.
今だ。ロックオン。包みのよ。魂よ。盛り上がりが足りないわ。決心とご助力を。地で。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
やけど
Yeah. Let's get more hit. I'm gonna say.
今だ。手加減なしよ。入れよ。ご安心を。天心直送。力にリツパパ。こうよ。これよりエンジェル。荒波の再臨。連気過信。
落とせないかい
Receive some more damage.
今だ。今だ。さあ、ご助力を。口封じは任せたからね。消え失せろ。
ダンスといこ
ステップは覚えているわよね。今だ。ロックオン。この舞台にここ。
Yeah, it's much easier to go with this. Like some specific team is easier to kill. Some team are easier, some team are not. This is kind of like a situation at times too. Okay, my simmer royals. Don't collect this. Full, everything is full. Change. Okay. Now to Nalan, the problematic boss fight. It's like how I say this though. The boss fight is still alright in a way. It's just the HP one shot, that one I don't like a lot though. At least give a chance to recover from it, but the game just doesn't want us to recover from it along the line. So it's really a pain in the butt in a way though.
包みのよ。どよめく神木。火炎を刻む。赤炎に葬られよ。天空の星々の。
Yeah, there is like no way to recover from that though.
お前の姿はあったか
Yeah, the 1A kill is problematic though. I still had no idea how to remove the frame. I have to wait for it. I have to wait for 60 minutes just for the DPS to recover, and it's really like doesn't make sense in a way though.
神学火炎を刻め。それ。
Ah, they make this a boss fight.
プチ封じは任せたからね。響け格のね。世界を熱狂の渦に。
Dude, how is he able to come out at the wrong time? Dude, the boss fight is illogical. This boss fight is one of the one that I hate the most, though. Like, it can use the thing to take out my characters, and there's no way to block it. Like seriously, I had no like so far I have no idea how to block that freaking skill though. I have no idea how to block it. It's like no right indication to how to block it though. Like after a time you cause your active to lose HP, but I seriously have no idea how to remove it though. Like you say you lose HP, but I still had no idea how to block it. Yeah, seriously, I had no idea how to block it. I seriously had no idea how to block it. It's like it just hit and instant kill the main active character too, which doesn't make sense. Like there's just no way to remove it along the line. It's kind of like pain in the butt though. Let me try using foreign instead of using foreigner. Let's use. Like that is really one of the pain in the butt boss fight though. I never liked fighting this dragon. They make it even harder now. Even if solo or with friends to help you, it's just ridiculously hard. Dude, I can't even see where's the...
思い知りなさい。
Dude, he was going to die.
ご安心を。響け角度ね。口封じは任せたからね。
Dude, I can't even.
どよめく侵略火炎を刻め。絶味のよ。
Kuchania. That one is kind of like very questionable in a way. Definitely also have to stop killing the freaking artifact. There's too many on hand already though. I seriously have no idea how to get rid of some of the older one or something along the line. I got the sword. And I'll let you know why it's still alright to fight. It's the problem is really pain in the butt is the dragon, dude. They make it too ridiculous. At least for me. Like, there's really no way to remove it unless it's like a way to remove it. But so far, there's no indication how to remove it. No, that's so far is it's still a pain in the butt though.
楽しい旅になるといいね。
Fair enough, fighting at the kid.
怖いか？それとも
君にさ。
恐怖を抱く勇気すらないか？私と打ち合う。
力を思い知りなさい。
Oh, you want to fly and hit me?
少しはまともになってきた。
手加減なしよ。
闇来たる破滅の時なる。カウントダウン開始だ。 私と打ち合う気か。
Why is it not doing high damage there?
止める勇気。
絶味のよ。契約を果たせ。
このもがき様を見せて
開幕だ。よっ。
いいだろう。私に挑む資格を認めてやる。
絶味のよ。契約を果たせ。口封じはまだ。
見届けるといい。
光り輝くがいい。
どよめく侵略。火炎。 私に従え。この天下で裁く。いや。ふっ。 身を覗けるかな。
Why is that artist? It's always so damn full. Micah. Got too many artifacts to throw as well. Every single time. I have to start throwing a lot. Now I need to use Doji team for now. And left with 60 would mean, can I use it at Nolan? So I use it on this thing. Oh yeah, the new great sword though, there is a new great sword. And this one is on Tuesday tomorrow, God. Guess they won't have to do it tomorrow. Not now. How can I forget about that one though? Let me come, I think I'd be curious, but let's just do it. I can think of the ending. Oh yeah, there is a lean line. Lean line wise, where's the blue one? Or is it on the damn new map? Because this area is also considered not a lot in a way. Blue one. So cool. Where's the blue one? He's not here. Not here. Not there. Where's the blue one? Oh. Above car. Okay, I'm just gonna do the go one. The yellow one is much easier in a way. Use that. I'm gonna fight that boss as for now. The local legend one I have to wait a while in a way though. Yeah, just Ike. Okay, done. I wouldn't think too much in the way, but we go. Foundation is where the what about it? Okay, this one I can actually do this one. At least I don't need to overthink. I don't want to overthink too much. This one is much easier in a way. Even if it's fighting Fontaine, the Fatuis.
絶縁障壁面白くなってきた風神じゃあ行くよはっせっ来たよ
One last fight.
水圧で交渉は終わり
Then give it one punch.
掃除対象来たよ面白くなってきた神のご加護取り風がしまったか
Just brother.
まだだ
What? Okay, nice. Done that. No more, right? Technically, I'm super done. And after that, I have to do the quest and what's not. Cream. Kathleen.
を目指せ無事今日の依頼を達成
I need to speak too much. Okay. 46. Took a little bit more, so it should be done within this week, I think. Hopefully. I'm kind of hoping for it. In this character, I need to kind of level up her skill. I'm gonna do it once first. It's still pain, but I need to freaking kill the difficult dragon just to get the freaking thing. At the very least, this one I need to have at least a decent amount. So that at the very least I can do it up to here, something along that line. Skill level, one more. The final one I have to wait. I need 4 more, damn it. First. Then after that, this one level up. This one level 9. As much as I want to go for it to level 10, just it's really very limited in a way. One more level for this, at least level 8. Yeah, I think that should be more than enough for now. Okay. Now for year-long quest along the line, because this one is more than enough. Forging one of those I can repeat later, but where's the quest? Okay. I have to wait for 2 days later, and there is also a shine on. Are you sorry? Wait. Is there a need? Oh well. Year-long quest hunt first. And it's really a day after, after tomorrow, damn. Limit already ka. Oh well, I have to let it run. I want to think. Just more than 13 minutes. Okay, now where do I?
約束の日だな。目指すは調査の最重要ポイント。ホテルドゥボールの競売会場だ。
So where is it?
このチャンスを利用して絶対黒幕を捕まえてやろうぜ。
Oh, that was the hotel? Oh, I never remember all the name. It's kind of bad the way. I'm gonna assume. This is the one? Waitress?
こんばんは。会場までご案内いたします。
Okay.
緊張してきたぞ。今度こそあの悪者ども。
At least I don't need to overthink. I still really like it that Paimon is still the one speaking in the Japanese one. Unlike the EN one, where it's kind of like it's a kind of situation.
結構にぎやかだな。お金持ちもたくさん来てるぞ。
Oh my god, I saw a screenshot of that. Oh, damn it.
この中に悪党の手下がいるって考えると、なんだかオイラもやる気が出てきたぜ。
Paimon. At least gonna screenshot this one.
なんだよ。貧乏なオイラたちこそ、村に惑わされないで真面目に働く。立派な探偵にぴったりだと思わないか？
At least give me a detective glasses too.
ひひ、オイラのはやらないぞ。今はこれ1個しかないんだ。今度もっとかっこいいのを作ってやるぜ。
Oh? Yeah? Yolanda. She's holding a glass. Damn. Wow, the way she was.
あら、やる気満々って感じかしら。全然緊張していないみたいね。でも会場の雰囲気はゆったりしているから、呼吸を整えて少し熱意を抑えた方が周囲に。
I guess the developer. Nice to the most dazzling lady in the room will be invisible.
私も頑丈茶室のオーナーとして招待を受けたの。
But damn.
気分がいいからフォンテーヌ風の衣装に着替えてみたんだけど、何か変だったかしら。
Too bad I don't have the mean to get her costume. You look great.
じゃあ異国でのバカンスを満喫しつつ雑音を片付けるとしましょう。これまでの調査で完全にコツをつかんだようね。今回もホテルドゥボールのケーキタワー
Oh,
の
I think about here.
華麗な連携を期待しているわ。
それはそうと、会場で犯人を捕まえるにはどうすればいいんだ？
君たちの任務は至って簡単。この資料を参考に競売の出品物をよく見ていてちょうだい。ブラックマネーロードの収集品が出されたら君たちは価格を競り上げ場の雰囲気を盛り上げて。
オイラたちも入札に参加するのか？
Can we be however?
普通なら デタラメな入札をすると警告されるし、入札資格を取り消される可能性もあるんだけど、君たちに用意した講座は理論上いくらでも負債を重ねられるの。だからどんどん入札してブラックマネーロードの部下を混乱させてくれれ
Dude,
ば
for some reason I
それ
feel
でいい
like
わ。
Paimon is gonna do
私た
something
ちが
crazy
この
along
キャ
the
ラを追っている
line.
と知ったブラックマネーロードは腹心ではなく臨時の身代わりを会場に来させる可能性が高い。貨物船の一件を受けて急遽競売に申し込んだ人物が何人かいるの。彼らはみんな茶葉愛好家のブローチを身につけている。身代わりはその中にいるはずよ。身代わりが何より恐れているのは、気まぐれで落札した人に価格に見合った品でないと気づかれること。もしそうなればコーダーとブラックマネーロードの正体がバレてしまうもの。でもブラックマネーロードが一度に投じるモラの量はそこまで多くないから、身代わりの予算は限られているわ。つまり向こうはとても不利な立場にあるということよ。
So the more desperate they get, the better.
よくわからないけど
Do I have to do the bidding
なんとな
myself?
く想像できたぜ。もし自分の計画がめちゃくちゃにされたらオイラも焦るだろうからな。
君たちが入札している間、私は2階の貴賓席から様子を観察して不審な人物を見つけ出すわ。一度だけなら冷静に対応できるかもしれないけど、何度も横槍を入れられたら相手はかなりのプレッシャーを感じるはずよ。
Oh damn. Let me do a check. Okay, I don't think I need to worry too much. You feel the heat, okay.
競売が終わったら会場の近くで私と合流して、人気のない場所で身代わりを捕まえて少しお話しさせてもらいましょう。
Plan me with
オイ
later.
ラたち気合なら誰にも負けたことないからな。
Do really? We're using the troll version of her. It's basically the same animation in a way. Yeah, at least that's what it seems to me. But the troll version 1 Constellation tree. Yeah, it's constellation tree. All messed up, interestingly. And she's even holding her own weapon. Oh. Equip. Add now. The time is right, I should start investigating. But what is the thing I need to do though? Track down all the buyers. Do I have to... Oh. Almost looked like it. Unless... there's one right here. And now? I have to look carefully at some people. Oh! This guy is also another one. And the first one. That two. Where's the third guy though? Oh, so the is the lady. Interesting. Peak frequency. Okay, lot. Not much in of here. Famous. Oh, she's really walking off.
あの服装、それに挙動不審。彼で間違いないわね。
Damn.
茶葉愛好家のブローチも特殊な色。きっとコーダーが彼の動向を監視しているんだわ。つまり彼らはお互いに面識がない。利用できそうね。
Once the auction is over, you all meet up and arrive with your new double agent intro. After checking the list of auction, you're able to confirm his identity. He turned out to be an ordinary clerk who run in some financial trouble. After changing information and a brief discussion, okay. So are we doing the final one?
素敵。今回は伝統技法で作られた漆器の花瓶を落札しましたの。また家に一つ素敵な置物が増えてしまったわ。
見たか、あの陳玉の谷の茶器。あれほどの値がつくなんて。びっくりすぎて頭が真っ白になったよ。
Damn.
なんでこんなことに。あのガキどもは一体何者だったんだ。
いくらで雇われたの？出立亭ならその倍は出せるわ。
君たちは何のことかよくわからないな。
Scapegoat.
この殺し屋さんもそう言ってたわ。でも彼は一つだけ分かっていた。青いブローチをつけた人物が競売に失敗したら人気のない場所でそいつを処分すればいいってことだけは。
処分？
あんたは運がいいぜ。出立亭に目つけられたおかげで逆に命拾いしたんだからな。
Wow,
い
damn.
や、話が違うぞ。たとえ捕まっても何も言わなければメロピで要塞から出してやるって言われたんだ。それに手付金だけで300万も払ってくれた。その金だけでも女房に一番いい薬を買ってやれる。あと数年は持ちこたえることができるんだ。なのになんでだ。競売に失敗しただけで口封じのために消されないといけないっていうのか。
Wow,
君
damn.
を犠牲にして得る利益と比べたら君への報酬なんてほんのはした金なのよ。
出立亭にはあなたのような人が70人以上も収監されているわ。彼らと話してみたい？
はあ、いや、結構だ。
Oh yeah.
もうどうこうなる状況じゃない。君たちは俺にやり直すチャンスをくれるんだよな。教えてくれ。
Damn.
俺はどうすればいい？
雇い主に連絡して直接話し合う約束を取り付けて。
雇い主か。彼はとても用心深い。手付金、行動計画、そして資金の受け渡し。まだ3回しか会ってないんだ。だが君たちを最後の取引場所に案内して緊急手段で彼に連絡してみることはできる。
その前にあなたの家まで案内してくれる？
Damn.
事件に関連する証拠を集めないと。
Yep, just as she sells. And the hitman?
無事に説得完了だな。それにしてもあんなちょっとの会話であいつを諦めさせるなんてさすがはイランだな。
彼は最初から緊張していたしとても不安がっていた。私たちは利益を提示しながら彼と誠実な対話をしただけよ。みんなの素晴らしい演技にも感謝しないとね。特にこちらの警察隊員くん。
悪役を演じるのは久しぶりだった。
Damn.
もっと怖い感じの方が良かったことをドキドキしてましたよ。
十分だったぞ。旅先で出会う悪党にそっくりだったぜ。
You could always become a part-time actor.
それでイエランさん、
私はコーダーとドッタマーニどちらを優先すべきでしょうか。
ドッタマーニがバイダ港に戻ったら監視しておくとスメール側から連絡があったわ。こちらが合図を出せばいつでも逮捕できる。ジャチ深き強者の追跡は洗顔軍が担当するから、残るはコーダーだけね。監視中はなるべく距離を保って警戒されないようにしてちょうだい。
It's like three nations working together.
熱くなってきました。
それじゃあ、あとは計画通りにね。12時間後、身代わりの案内で黒幕をおびき出しましょう。そろそろブラックマネーロードにも罪と向き合ってもらわないと。
But who is that guy there? Don't you mean it's a Fatuist person, something along that line? Please wait until the following day. The following days. It is looking as intended.
ぽよーんぽよよーんわあ
That's quite a far away. Technically it's this place, but
ここが雇い主との取引場所だ。この辺りは借家や貸し倉庫が多くて、少し前は出立邸の人たちが治安維持に訪れていた。雇い主は危険な場所ほど安全だって考えてたんだろう。緊急時の連絡手段についてだが、装置を起動して彼に合図を送るんだ。ただ正直に言うと、装置の起動方法はわからない。彼は色の暗号というヒントしか残してくれなかったからな。競売が終わってから詳細を伝えるつもりだったのかもしれないが、計画はもうすっかり狂ってしまった。
ふふん、確かに推理の最後が体力勝負だったりかっこよく決まらなかったりもしたけど、これまで何度も調査してきたんだ。装置の起動くらいオイラたちなら楽勝だぜ。
順調にいけば今回が最後の調査になるけど、もしかしてまだ物足りないかしら？
I'm ready.
そうね、探偵としての才能を存分に発揮してちょうだい。
You begin at the side, and I need to use the image. Wait, ちょっと待って。Sorry guys, my dad asked me to buy 100 plus, but I have to see how first. Okay, find out the location. We have to find the building, and doesn't seem to be this building.
まだ捜査中なんだからあんまり離れないようにしようぜ。
But it can't be this place though. Oh wait. Wow, the flower is gone. Wasn't a Sumeru native? Something fishy here. And then I have to look for what is this though? It only means there should be a macaron there. Yeah, the color is Wait, something detected. I'll be the window though. The flower? This one? Yeah, there was. I saw a flower here, but there was no flower. I have no idea what is that thing over here, but oh, the tea leaf seems to be a leftover. Huh, interesting. Activate and activate.
よし、起動したわね。もう少し待てば最後のターゲットが網にかかるはず。
Is it really
な
that?
んか不思議だな。おいら全然緊張しないぞ。
So who is the one coming?
オークションの失敗を反省しているのか、それとも追加料
Oh,
金
damn.
を要求しようと考えているのか。一体何のご用件です？ディーサーさん。
Damn.
予想外の出来事が起こるのは仕方のないことです。問題はそれに対応できる能力があるか否か。
We're just here.
君のような人間が予想外の出来事への対応力を語るなんて皮肉な話ね。
ほう。
Oh.
これまで散々他人を罠にはめてきたが、どうやら今度は私が罠にはまる番のようだ。予想はしていましたが、やはり臨時で雇ったものは当てになりませんね。まあ、今に始まったことではありませんが、改めまして、私がブラックマネーロード、ロベレ・ペリシアです。3人の凄腕エージェントには心から敬意を表します。
Let's take him
実に
out.
素晴らしかった。出立帝とリーユへの法執行期間が3ヶ月かけて準備し、さらに3ヶ月かけて秘密裏に実行した作戦はまさに完璧。数十年間続いた本邸の最大のモラロンダリング組織を根こそぎ破壊しました。
Can we take him out
ブラ
really?
ックマネーロードって結構礼儀正しいみたいだけど、本当は極悪人なんだよな。
You better come quietly.
ご冗談を。まさかこのまま黙って捕まるとでも？
逃げようがないと分かっているのに随分と落ち着いているのね。
この2ヶ月間、私はあなたとエドラーさんが組織を潰していく様を見ているしかありませんでした。手足を切られ、両目をえぐられ、鼓膜を破られ、どれだけあがこうと無駄でした。
だから道連れにすると古典的なやり方ね。
富で築き上げた私の城はとうに崩れ去りましたよ、ミス・イエラン。数百人の部下たちももう使い物になりません。最後に残ったコーダーも役には立たなかった。
Hundreds. I have hundreds, and then they either look out or useless. Damn.
私はもうたったの1モラだって戦場できません。あなたたちの腕なら私にたどり着くのも時間の問題ですから。
Damn.
無意味な抵抗は好きではありませんが、一方的に叩かれたのでは怒りが収まらない。 ですが、イエランさんの貴重な命と引き換えなら、この商売も元が取れたと言えるでしょう。
クロックワークマシナリーだ。礼儀正しいって評価は撤回するぞ。
古い軍用型のようね。大金を払って闇市場で買ったの？君が手を出す必要はないわ。今までご苦労様。自分の最後をドラマチックに仕立て上げて、私への恨みを清算しようってことかしら。それならお望み通り、徹底的に叩き潰してあげましょう。
Oh, I gotta use something along the line.
かかれ。糸よ、工作せよ。
Check out them.
終わりね。撤収。
Dude, I can't even control.
よっ、捕まえた。
Okay, done. English. Don't need to speak English.
なんという実力。
It's just that I prefer to listen to the Japanese
負
one.
けて当然か。
何か言い残すことはなんて少しドラマチックすぎるかしら。自分にふさわしい立派な結末を迎えられたと勘違いしそうね。
Damn.
ならこう言うべきかしら。後悔しても遅いわ。牢獄で苦しみながら余生を過ごし、己の貪欲さを日々悔い改めなさい。過去の栄光、富、汚れたモラのすべてが君を虐げる警具にな
Wow,
る。
that guy is just sweating.
薄暗い世界の隅っこで一人孤独に朽ち果てていくがいいわ。
あなたはエージェントというより、命を刈り取る亡霊だ。
Oh, don't try to run.
今さら逃げようっていうのもうおしまいだよ。
Wow, they really censored that part.
半年以上続いた追跡作戦もようやく終わりだね。これでやっと報告書の完了欄にチェックをつけられるよ。あとは細心の注意を払ってこいつをフォンテーヌ邸まで連行し審判にかけるだけ。もう1秒だって待ってられない。今すぐこいつを牢に入れたい気分だよ。イエランさん、それに旅人さんとガイドのパイモンさん、個人的なお礼として私のボーナスの半分をあなたたちに渡すよ。そうだ、協力してくれたリーユへの皆さんにも出立邸から最上級の謝意を表明するよう申請しなくっちゃ。
ありがとう。君の情熱にはちょっと驚かされたわね。けど全部仕事でやったことだからモラは一切受け取れないわ。宴会も食事もお茶会とかの招待も辞退させて。君からの個人的なお礼は今回頑張ってくれた旅人とパイモンに渡してあげてちょうだい。
It wasn't anything special.
なんだか不思議な感覚だな。いろんな手がかりを分析したり、陰謀について考えたり、ずっと忙しくて頭はクタクタだけど前より賢くなった気がするぞ。おいらって実は探偵の素質があるんじゃないか。
いいね。もし捜査に興味があるのなら一緒に出立邸に戻ってこいつらの取り調べをやってみない？
本当か？やってみたいぞ。なあ、行ってもいいか？エドラーさんと一緒に犯人の取り調べをして新しいスキルを身につけたいんだ。これから役に立つかもしれないからな。
Gotta have fun.
それじゃあ後でパレメルモニアの前で落ち合おうぜ。
Oh, Paimon actually just go on. Damn.
私たちもそろそろ日常に戻りましょうか。
Screenshot this one.
休暇も残り少なくなってしまったけど、これでようやく穏やかな休日を楽しめるわ。旅人、ちょっと付き合ってくれるかしら？
Damn. I'll be on it. Go to the court. Over here, right? At least I don't need to think too much.
出発。
And they will.
素敵な夜景ね。爽やかなロマリタイムフラワーの香り、街角の香水店から漂う芳香、そして濃厚なコーヒー豆の匂いが夜風の中で溶け合い、ゆったりとした雰囲気を醸し出している。屋上テラスのある酒場でもあれば、炭酸入りのブドウ酒を注文して最高のほろ酔い気分を堪能できたんだけど。
You're on vacation now.
そうね。じゃあ一緒に探しに行きましょう。隠れ家的な酒場なら裏メニューとかもあるかもしれないわね。でもその前にカブリエール商会が空いているうちにこの衣装に合う香水を一緒に選んでくれない？精密な時計や遊び心のあるクロックワークの調度品、それに技巧を凝らした独特なアクセサリー。あそこなら見応えのある品をたくさん置いているわ。
Down for a shopping
テ
spree.
イワット屈指の見識があって審美眼にも優れた旅人が付き合ってくれるんだもの。この機会にしっかり意見をもらわないとね。
Mandarin shopping. Look for flower. And they went to. Aha. But they really went shopping, ka.
満足よ。本当に素晴らしい異国の旅になったわ。あと数日休暇があればもっとのんびりできたんだけど。
Wait, does he sound like you're about to get back to work?
仕方ないわ。次の仕事が待っているから。今回の事件に関する正式な報告書を書いたら、より優れた貨物の通関体制を構築するために次の任務地点まで向かわないといけないの。などくらいにね。
Oh, yeah?
心配ないわ。ただ情報提供者と会って今後の協力案について確認するだけよ。
Oh.
あとはお互いにどこまで干渉するか決めたりね。詳しい話はまた今度しましょう。せっかくだから今回のフォンテーヌ旅行を記念して一緒に写真を撮らない？
And you are taking me under your wing.
そうね。君みたいな新進気鋭のエージェントになら背中を任せられるわ。じゃあ今回大活躍してくれた総合映像記録機を使って大切な一枚を残しましょうか。次になどくらいで会った時も今回みたいに君と仕事ができることを願っているわ。
Damn. Can I screenshot it? Okay, screenshot in time. they just. I was able to screenshot in time, I think. The quest is done. At least I don't need to think too much. At least that's still hiding. $49, and I still got a few more to go. At least I don't need to like do too many things for now. I'm just going to. Oh, it's amazing that it's all the little thing up and it's already freaking 1 hour for me.
サーフボード貸そうか。じゃあ行くよ。
I like something new. A thing. And then send back some more. Furniture wise, don't think. I don't know. Nana cake. Incomplete. Banana. Oh, interesting. This one I can cook. Nice. I shall cook. The suspicious one first. Just for the sake of like completion in a way. Okay, good. Then I can do it. Oh, return one back. Nice. I was wondering if there any like anyone can cook especially, but oh well. And there's quite a lot of recipe in this game, but it is on the right spot along the line. Okay, that is complete. The fish one, I really need to start going around and stuff. I'm fishing along, but I'm gonna do this one. I have to cook it a little bit first. I can't be guaranteeing. This is collecting a lot of crap. The cooking one is done. And I'm left with just a little bit. Probably done tomorrow along the line, I don't know. At least I don't need to overthink too much. Oh, 4 only. Okay, never mind. 4 is 20 only. This one, don't need to overthink too much. Oh well. Just nice 1 hour and 11 minutes already, so I'm just gonna pause the game here. Technically, this one is all done already. Wait, there's afterwards. Okay, claim that first, and afterward is completed. Okay. So I'm gonna assume that the afterward was the one where we talked to Yelong along the line. But at the very least, I complete this one. I don't think I need to think too much because I don't want to think too much really. Yeah, that's my what my mind is thinking at the moment. So Yeah, this one I couldn't do it, so it's one thing. This one day, I think I'm just gonna do it off stream or something along the line. Especially like this one, I also need to thingy. Now I'm curious. Is it? I'm a bit curious already, but for me, it's kind of like wondering. Did they make it hard? Like I've seen people complaining about this, the Abyss this time. The short way when using, okay. Let's see, what is the monster? Oh. One elite. I mean, the last one is very kind of questionable, but one elite and one boss fight car. Oh damn, the last one is gonna be a problematic in a way though. Like in a way, at least that's what I see. But oh, hello. The Nikolai is super interesting, but okay, I'm gonna do this in a way. You know, a lot of people keep saying that I'm not doing anything along the line. First one, I want to go with very Pacific enemy along the line. A short way when triggering hydro reaction. Hydro reaction. You just got back home, you can rest, don't need to worry if the rest day afterwards. not now, but at least later. Oh, electro damage car. Oh my god, to do electro on the second half, for goodness sake. I don't trust their Pacific way. Especially more so is that every time when I use this team along the line, it's like it's workable. This and the other. Okay, it's right here. Yeah, you get going 2 hours later. Okay, kapate. Don't need too much. Oh, electro damage. I was just gonna assume that I'm gonna throw in the new girl, the electro girl. And for the first half though, I'm just gonna assume this with this, and they also say hydro in the team. Is it gonna be workable? That's the only thing. The electro. Normally I don't use but if it would, I'll be laughing in the wrong way though. But this is your first time watching Genshin Impact. Is it a good game? I wouldn't say it's a bad game. It's just that it's kind of like you have to gain quite a lot along the line. So I would definitely say some people will say it's a good game. At least in my point of view, it is in a way though. Okay. The only just need to do this one, which is kind of like a bit in the bar, but I don't need to worry too much. There's a lot of them specifically. Okay, that was done. And now start a challenge. At least I can. I need to defeat 3 of them. This one left with 99%. The only issue is In Genshin Impact, it's always this one that seems to be a bit problem in a way.
捕まえた。どの目が出るかしら。
この剣はわかるかい？
Oh, what that?
歌よに
防衛モード起動
And throw one punch. Last one, right? Okay. Last one done. Now the issue is from now on. Dang. What was it? 412. Oh my god.
光り輝くがいいシトラリンイスパパ買おうよはあ
太陽の炎無我の境地
That's trying to do it fast in a way.
手加減なしよ悪用の力を思い知りなさい君に捧げよう歌え僕の名
この天下で裁く
And now on to the other side.
終わりね掃除対象
股間奥義
I mean, the thing is, one elite, and then another elite. Okay, so it's not this one. I thought it was this one.
痛がっちゃいない。どの目が出るかしら。
交渉は終わりです
Okay, at least I managed to kill it. I wouldn't really say I'm an expert though. And if
逃げ道はありま
説に寝よう
I'm just lucky with the character I have on hand. It's just fun with the team I have at the moment.
見切りましたここより弱滅の時
さあ働きなさい口封じはもう
And then I can do something like this, slam down. Ah, if I can recover, I thought I could take it out. And then another set.
歌え僕の名のもとに悪用の力を思い知りなさい
無情をやし無我の境地
Okay, on the other side. Oh,
絶縁障壁
この剣はわかるかい
gonna do this first.
かかれ。
終わりで
貫こう
I have to defeat 4. Now I'm kind of concerned about 412. Because 411 is still in a way manageable.
百個すここより登る
Oh, and with this nice scene. Okay, 412 is the one that I'm more concerned about. Electro and Luna on the first one, and Night Soul damage on the second half car. Oh, they both Pacific. So this, I have to change the team in a way. If first one is Electro, no, I used to live in Japan for 6 years, but that doesn't make me a Japanese though. Because I was learning about animation and manga back in Japan. But yeah, if simple Japanese language wise, I think I at the very least I'm still able to communicate in that. That is still a good, at least a good thing. Okay, now for the second half. This is, yeah, it's kind of funny that 6 years is considered too much in a way. Not saying like it's a bad in a bad way. It's actually more in a, how do I say this? People taking it as like, what the heck, along the line, like you live in Japan for 6 freaking years. Yes, I live in Japan for 6 freaking years. But it's still kind of like in a good way. At least I will have to at least highlight that because it's really kind of like proof that I learned a lot back in Japan though. The only issue is that I have to leave Japan because my visa was over. Okay, I'm gonna increase my match HP. Do this, do this. And then do electro damage along that line.
殲滅モード絶縁障壁裁きの雷
痛がったよ終わりね
I'm not even sure I might even hit right in the way, but
無我の境地歌よ錦となれ塵となってください
どの目が出るかね
dude, how many I have to take them up to?
弱滅の時殲滅モード掃除対象6
Dude, there is like 6 more, 7, some more, right? Dude, the electro charge type is not something that I want to go with. Okay, now I understand why some people say it's crazy hard.
交渉は終わりです絶縁障壁展開はい
糸よ工作せよかかれ
逃げ道はありま
Wait, where is the other one? Okay. Wait, how many am I fighting to?
どの目が出るかね
What's my favorite food?
ここより
I would definitely say instant noodle in a way then.
裁きの雷交渉は終わりです掃除対象
痛がったよ糸よ工作せよ
At least in a way is that you can cook different stuff. Oh my god, the memory that I'm fighting, for goodness sake.
逃げ道はありませんいい観客になってね
捕まえたどの目が出るかこれか
Am I even hitting it correctly?
絶縁障壁選択
Dude, it's only 7 minutes already. This doesn't seem like an easy task.
糸よ工作せよかかれ
I'm doing a lot of damage on them in a way that, but まずいですよ
ここ
ね。
より弱滅の時見切りました
Dude, this way longer. I only got like a few seconds left. Damn it.
手加減なしよじゃあ行くよフォークをたたえよ世界をね
Yep, my time is up. Done then. I'm just gonna like do whatever I can for now. Now I can understand why people say that it's crazy hot. It's crazy hot in a way.
響け楽のね
And then just hit again. Damn.
お披露目だ光り輝くがいい烈日よ私に従え口封じは任せたからね
Dude, they're really not making it easy in a way.
じゃあ行くよこの天下で裁く
6 minutes for me to clear it. Like the first one, not easy in a way. Oh my HP though. Ah, yada ne. Do I believe in yokai? I believe in those kind of things myself in a way, so I can't really say do I believe or not. I mean like it is something that I come across. I mean like if I can do tarot card reading in a way, it's really kind of like proof in a way though.
無我の境地
どの目が出るか
雨描きがたし左右ルコ塵となってください
I'm just gonna just spam whatever I can.
稲光すなわち永遠なり
I'm not even sure if my damage is gonna be enough in a way. Just trying to do this as fast as I can.
見切りました。いいとよ。工作せよ。はっよっ。
塵となってください。
Let's try one punch over there, which I had no idea where.
急がなくて。
You do research about the Genshin stuff, but do I live alone? No, I'm living with my family at the moment. It's a very odd thing in a way. Oh my god, but yeah, it's really kind of like depends on the situation, because there are some people that especially some of the Japanese people, they do come across those kind of thing, and can't really say like do they believe it or not. It's really kind of like depending on people to people, especially mostly when I was living in Kyoto at the time. Like there's a lot of temple that they believe in this kind of thing in a way, so can't really say is it a good thing or is it a bad thing. It's just that they believe in it, and especially mostly it's like there are some people who believe some of them are good, some of them are bad. So it's really kind of depend on which kind of we are talking about along the line. Because it's like they will just say that hey, you come across a good one, you come across a bad one. That so it's really kind of hard to say like is it a good one, is it a bad one. But yeah, it's still something along the line and do.
手加減なしよ。
どよめく進路。
Ohio.
太陽の本能。
I don't have to fight a hot one now along the line.
シトラリー、いつパパ、買おうよ。さあ。
わけ山の地。
世界を熱狂の渦に。
烈日私に従え。石煙に
Okay, fine for the Taki.
今の力を思い知りなさい。
どれ。どよめく進路。
Fine for the damage boost.
防衛。太陽の
Have I seen what you post at the game? Which part?
手加減なしよ。
Oh, yada.
じゃあ行くよ。
Why am I?
迎え、僕の生元に。
Ah, yada.
帰りたい。プチ封じは任せたからね。
Okay, that took it out. Nice. My server? You mean the one where you post about Hokkaido Star one or? I would probably get 6 stars. I'm not gonna care too much.
防衛モード。裁きの雷。
Ah, I hate this boss! Oh, yada.
この剣はわかるかい。股間奥義。逃げ道はあります。
絶縁障壁、展開、殲滅モード。痛がっちゃいない。いいとよ。工作せよ。
Seriously, I had no idea what am I hitting.
裁きの雷。
塵となってください。
What is up with this?
左右ルカ。
Am I hitting it? Oh, okay.
逃げ道はあります。かかれ。
終わりね。
Oh, what in and then there's the rush.
滅の裁きの雷。
掃除対象、ロックオン、殲滅モード。
捕まえた。股間奥義。この剣はわかるかい。
いいとよ。
Dude, I don't even know why I'm fighting anymore.
無我の境地。
そこ。よし。交渉は終わりです。
Dragon punch.
防衛モードへ起動。痛がっちゃいない。どの目が出るかしら。
歌よ錦となれ。ここより。
One more slash.
そこ。
Dude, not the hand again!
見切りました。
掃除対象。かかれ。
Dude, I hate doing this one though.
工作せよ。
Wait, am I hitting it correct?
痛がっちゃいない。
Am I even hitting it correctly?
形は精神だ。稲光すなわち永遠なり。絶縁障壁展開ちりとな
Seriously, what is that? Well, this was wasted a lot of my time. You gotta. You did something to your Paimon. Damn. At least you're doing something along that line.
この天下で裁く。
絶妙よ。じゃあ行くよ。
頭上を焼き尽くす。
ステラリーキーパパ怖いよ。
石煙に葬られよ。
Ah, fuck. Wrong place.
どよめく神仏
Shit,
火
that.
炎を刻め。世界を熱狂の渦に口封じは任せたからね。
A lot of damage, but it's still not being the time limit in a way though. Now I understand why people are complaining about the current 412 at the moment.
さあ、叩く。響け。楽のね。
Because it's definitely not an easy task, and one slam down. It's still for it's definitely not easy to get a nice starter, but continue. Yeah, 6-9. That's the only way I can get. At least I finish it. I mean, like, definitely true, but on the other hand, is I prefer to get like if I can get the full star along the line, that would be something along that I'm aiming for, especially that it's 100 primo gem. But I mean, like, sometimes games is just hard. You didn't even pass from 8, but isn't 4-8 like the easier one? Oh. But floating is one of the easier one though, is it not? Like it's like technically if you use a proper team you can technically kill it. But I can't really complain. I can't really say too much, especially more so is like if I have to showcase some of my class in a way, especially like when I do build them up properly, it's gonna be like a pain in the like it's gonna cause a lot of pain along the line. Especially more so that the one that is doing a lot of damage in a way at the moment is Alakino, because she is holding on to her treasure weapon, and in a way I kind of like give her one of the best like crazy crit damage along the line. Favorite anime by any chance? There is a lot though. I can't really like say that it's one or two. I mean like there is a lot. Like even if I have to name some of the older one, even like Kakucha Sakura, Evangelion, even like the oldest Pokemon was one of my favorite though. Until if you are not going with like which generation along the line. But there is quite a few interesting ones that like older manga, some of the older manga that I read before, and then they now became so-called remake or remaster. And it's quite funny along the line is that people saying like, oh, we got Rama Half, where a guy transformed into a female by getting wet, but you just need to take a hot water on him and then he became a male along the line, and people say that hey, that is a transgender issue along the line, and I'm like, dude, that's like how many years, like 20-30 years ago manga, and people are making noise about it. So it's really kind of like funny in a way, because the thing is, right, anime of back then is really crazy in a way, and now it's kind of like following the Western style of like making sure that okay, they don't make it too hard, don't make it too bad. And sort of like a lot of people didn't even realize that Dragon Ball in the back then is also showcased about some anime girl in nude along the line, and no one was complaining, or no one is even commenting along that line. So the thing is, right, not saying like anime is or whatsoever. It's like if you watch anime of that older generation, you all will be like, what the hell is that? Well, that's anime of the current era back then, and then they just bring it. They kind of like make it better this time. They make it more interesting this time, and people making noise about it along the line. It's really kind of like funny, at least in my point of view. Especially mostly when I actually went to study anime and manga, and you guys might not be aware. I actually speak to the director and producer of the one who created the Evangelion, the original creator and the original producer, the director, all of them, because my school at the time was like lending, a small studio for them to use, so I get to ask them and I get to study under them a bit. And the thing is, right, it's really kind of funny that a lot of the Japanese told me is that they can think about how they want in Japan. The only issue is that when they need to release it to Western one, that they always tell me that they need to be very careful. Sometimes they just when so-called Western people tell them, hey, you can't show this, you can't show that, and they just say, okay, we just show this out of the window then. And it's really kind of like a lot of problem that is caused by the Western. Like, even if you guys go and ask some of the top well-known people, do they understand this kind of thing as compared to me, who actually interviewed them when I was in Japan? It's really showcase about how crazy anime had been so-called restricted by Western people. And I'm not saying like is it a good thing or is it a bad thing, because if I go and think about how the Western people think, this is how actually some of the Japanese creator told me, is that they don't want their own children to see this kind of hentai stuff, which I can understand, but at the same time, it's just that isn't the job of a parent to prevent their child from watching this kind of thing. And yeah, recently I've been watching a lot of like more like reading a lot of manga and light novel that actually have a lot of the isekai one. What you guys may not be aware is that technically you guys have to, if you guys hate it or like it, it's depend on you guys. But it's kind of funny in a way is that the very so-called the very first isekai one is, if we go with the Yamato ship, as well as the // these two anime, in a way it's kind of like their form of so-called fantasy in a way. And at the time it wasn't a well-used word. It wasn't a well-used word, the isekai. And it was later on when they released Sword Art Online, one of the creator because his imagination was actually used on Gundam and // Hacker. And // Hacker was the one that kind of inspired Sword Art Online. And after that, they used that, hey, if we go with game in a different world, and then after that, people start saying, hey, how about we create a isekai one in Japan? So that it kind of like give people different form of like idea on isekai, and more isekai got released after the success of Sword Art Online and the others, and it got a lot of people thinking about how great of those anime type are, because in a way they can don't use the word in the past they use the word fantasy, the Final Fantasy, or those the word itself, and fantasy is a word in Japan. But the thing is that they finally changed it to isekai when they changed it to a proper like a manga, light novel, anime, all these things. And they feel like when they release different anime with like that kind of view, like if like in Japan there is actually kind of funny, like in Japan there is some people who actually think of like, hey, if we pass away in Japan, we're gonna move to a different world along the line. So there is quite a few people think, and I do have a one of the friend who actually thought of that. Even like when I got a stroke 3 months ago, like he actually told me that will I get isekai or not along the line, and I say that don't be stupid, I'll be dead along the line if my operation was a failure. But it's kind of like funny in a way is that in Japan, their point of view is really open, and a lot of Japanese people initially thought like, hey, how about let's get hit by a truck along the line, like as you mentioned. But the thing is, right, in Japan, more and more isekai version of anime, like novel or manga, they are not going with not getting hit by a truck. You can just like either you pass away in Japan or you get passed away in along the line. And initially there was like people saying like, hey, we should get hit by a truck. Like you guys have to imagine, like I was almost hit by 7 different truck when I was living, say in Japan. It's like almost 1 year per truck along the line. You guys can imagine, like avoid going to isekai along the line. But the thing is, right, the thing is in Japan, it was also a lot of people may not be aware is that there is a lot of car accident, getting hit by truck. It is a real thing in Japan. Especially so that I almost got hit 7 times. Okay, like imagine, like you have to imagine like got hit like almost, if I got hit I'll be like, oh, I might be isekai, but you guys may not be knowing me along the line. Yeah, you can say that I was almost sent to isekai along the line, but it's just that in Japan, it's crazy. I was I was almost hit once by ambulance along the line. Okay, so the thing is, right, in Japan, car accident is a real thing. Like there is quite a lot of such cases, and so in Japan they decided to go with like, let's use one of the common accident that can send people off, like say goodbye along the line, and they go with the idea that, hey, how about let's use car accident, and they go with that kind of idea. They got like, hey, how about let's say that if you get hit by a truck, you pass away in the current world, but instead of like what happened in the afterworld, like in Japan there is a lot of point of view, so they go with the idea that, hey, maybe you got meet out with the god, you meet out with someone, and they send you to a different world along the line. Maybe that's what happened after your death, and that idea go down in the path of what we see, like, hey, if you get hit by a truck, you get isekai along the line. So that idea got passed down in Japan, in some of the creator route, especially more so is that when I was writing a light novel in Japanese, right? Okay, like they were asking me like, can I write a light novel in all Japanese? Like, can I write everything to explain the story of like a isekai version? And they asked me like, what kind of death will I choose for my character to go to isekai world? And it's kind of like funny at the time that I was writing, because it was kind of my homework along the line. So I was writing it, and I actually do a research on like, why do Japanese people write in that, and I was discussing with some of my Japanese classmates at the time that we found out that car accident was one of the common situation happening back in Japan. So it really kind of like got us wondering like, is that one of the reasons why a lot of Japanese manga or creator like novel or this thing, that when they write the story, they go with those kind of idea. And if you guys notice, like sometimes you can hear like different kind of stories, such as like when like some of the character pass away because they are old, or maybe they pass away because of like they got cursed along the line, or maybe they got sick along the line. So there is a lot of different route. If you go and read a different kind of mangas, a lot of different ideas, you don't need to worry too much. Like a lot of the creators go with different point of view, because they don't want to say that, hey, if we give like for a short while they say they get hit by a truck along the line. And in Japan there was quite a few cases of like reported get hit by truck case. In Japan, some of like I remember some of the comment I read in Japanese was that isekai ni itaka, which basically means that the person go to the isekai, go to a fantasy world or different world along the line. So in Japan they do go with like those kind of like, some people who think of manga, anime, all these things, and they go with the idea that maybe they should do it along the line. And it caused quite a small uproar. That's why a lot of like Japanese anime manga, if you guys see like some of the situation, like they like for a short while you guys can see like a whole branch of isekai manga, anime, or even light novel, and out of nowhere they pause it. Like they have to pause it along the line because they don't want people to have a misunderstanding, and they go with different idea like passing away. You go to a isekai world, or maybe like you got sickness and you live and you got isekai to a different world. Like they go with those kind of idea. So it's just to encourage people not to go and just find a way to die just to go to isekai world. Okay, even I myself try to avoid getting hit by the 7 truck, 1 ambulance, and 2 freaking taxi along the line. You guys have to imagine, like me almost like I have to avoid even on the freaking street. Like there was even one time when one of the truck run past a freaking red light, and I have to run past the freaking traffic light along the line. You guys have to imagine that this happened at night time, and I'll be long gone if that actually happened though. But the thing is, right, in Japan there is a lot of scenario that a lot of people tend to misunderstand, and people tend to have thinking that, hey, maybe this thing happened, maybe it's a common thing, which is true, but they also try to prevent it along the line. So unless there's a person that is an otaku and think of it as well, then there's a whole new different story, because this kind of thing do happen once in a while, and it's hard to avoid as well though. Like if even for me, I try to prevent myself from overthinking this kind of thing, because it's really one of the things that we all have to be very, very careful. Even I have to be very careful even when I'm back in my country along the line, and there's a lot of things I have to be very like telling people don't go and do this, don't go and do that. Even when I want to go to Japan, I got a freaking stroke, I can't go to Japan along the line. Like there's a lot of thing with a lot of thing happening, so it's hard to say though. Isekai world is waiting for me. I hope that's not the thing though. You gotta have to understand one thing is that for me, who is able to do tarot card reading and make it like very accurate, you can ask Veni-san here or Raphaelia-san to be exact. Like my reading is very crazy. And in a way, sometimes when I do my reading or whatever, it's like kind of like linking up with the god. So I'm kind of like like sometimes there was one time when I do my reading, is like every time when I do a reading, it's like one of the things I have to ask myself is that will I get into a car accident? if there is a if there is a yes, then I would say that okay, I'm not going out today. even now it's raining in my area. It's like it has to be I have to be extremely careful along the line though. Like even my dad say that, hey son, help me go and buy some drink along the line. Then I have to go and check, like, am I allowed to go out? Like even earlier my dad was like saying like, hey son, how can I help me buy some drinks? I will see it later. I will see if I want to go out along the line. It's more like I need to do a check on whether am I even finding it safe to go out along the line. So there's a lot of things I have to be extremely careful. Even like linking out with God, or maybe like speaking with God along the line, depending on how people go with. Even I myself, sometimes when I do my reading, it's like being like the reading being scary accurate, or being giving a warning or giving a advice. I have to be extremely careful. Even at times I have to tell people, say that they be careful of this, be careful of that, or even like some of the things like some of the reading I might read wrongly, but the card itself is telling me correct. It's kind of like one of the scary thing along the line. So you get 70 crit rate or 190. If you can get 50% crit rate with that amount of crit damage, I think that's a good thing. It's the same damn thing for Mihoyo. All Mihoyo game is like crit rate, crit damage. Try to make it 100%. There's a limit, okay. Like if I show you guys like all my DPS character, like all their detail is like, I got one character with because of a scarlet along the line, which I can increase by 40%. So I'm like, yeah, at least I don't need to think too much. Rarely say no. I mean, that kind of depends on situation already. My birthday is on the 5th of May, if you guys are interested. That's to tell you guys what my zodiac is. Pion, not Genshin. It's the same thing, okay. I mean, like technically, if you pair Sunday with Paimon along the line, I think you don't really need that high much of a crit damage because you can just make sure that your character get crit around 70% crit rate. 60 is more than enough already though. But if you can go 70, go ahead. I mean, like 60 is more than enough. Yeah, a lot of people may not be aware is that my birthday on 5th of May is kind of like funny in a way because when I was in Japan all 6 years, like some of my classmates say, hey, Ame, we're gonna celebrate your birthday. When is your birthday? And I just say 5th of May. It's kind of funny because it's in Japan. It's only like when I learned about Japan stuff and they say, oh, 5th of May is the children day along the line. I'm like, wow, damn. I guess I'll be a children forever. even though my persona is an old man in a way. 100%. If you can reach as high as possible, I mean, like technically all your hit will be crit rate. Will be basically mean that you'll be hitting like in a way, okay. But I mean, like even in what you guys may not be aware is that Mihoyo for Zenless Zone for Zenless Zone 0 or the Triple Z, they remove the way they play the game. But it's just that in Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, despite the lowering of leveling from 90 to 80 because they found that a lot of people were complaining about in Genshin about level 90, it was kind of funny in a way is that the crit rate, crit damage along the line was not easy way to get. Like if you can go high crit rate, you can go high crit damage along the line. It's like it's not an easy task. Even like if you can go high crit damage and low crit rate along the line, I mean like it's if it were, then I mean like there's definitely nothing more to explain along the line though. I mean like you guys can just see that my Chili have pretty high crit damage, but quite a decent crit rate. But then my Navia had a 66.7 versus 169, so it's kind of like depends from people to people though. Yeah, it's kind of like depends on how you play the game. Because the funny thing is, right, at the moment, I'm only left with, I think it's like left with 3 characters. Because of my damn stroke that I actually leave 1 character along the line. The only character that one of the characters that I couldn't get. And interestingly, there is like Ganyu for some reason I couldn't get because Mihoyo couldn't make it easier for me to get, and also I got also Ito that I haven't even get. So yeah, I finally got 3 characters I couldn't get, but it's kind of funny in a way. Yeah, into astrology. Yeah, the funny thing is that because back then when my late master teach me about tarot card reading, she do teach me about some of the zodiac, all this thing in a way, how it matter in a way. Sometimes it may affect your reading along the line, and it may not, but at the same time it still depends on how much you believe in tarot card reading. Even though for sometimes I prefer not to do so much reading. If the match cap damage, will I play collab? That is only if you can hit and I can play. I'm playing for. If that's the case, I'll be playing 4 Mihoyo game though. I'm really playing like Zenless Zone 0, Honkai Star Rail, and this Genshin Impact in a way already. I mean, there's like no way for me to play Honkai Star. Not Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Impact. Sorry. But if you can hit that much, I can take a look. I just not sure whether my computer will support or not. In terms of space, okay, I got quite a lot of game. I might have to like take a look though. Genshin Impact. Collab, I can still do that. But don't expect me to play too much though. I mean like I still need story recovery for my stroke though. It's still amazing that it's still considered amazing in a way. I'm considered lucky by the medical side because they say that I'm lucky that almost 3 months, right? Yeah, 2 more days is 2 more days will be exactly 3 months that I got my scenario. I've been busy. Yeah, I'm going to finish out on Zenazone Zero around this week. This week or next week, I don't know. And then after that, there's also Honkai Star Rail that I haven't even touched on though, which I have to be extremely careful because it's like, what you guys may not be aware is that I can't play too long. Even like me playing, I can't think too much along the line though. It's kind of sad for me is that I have to drop a few games. Some of the game that I don't stream online, I have to drop them. Warframe Way is definitely one of them that I find it's like Warframe Way is a good game, but I couldn't do it because my mind is not working. I haven't checked my Discord. Let me take a look at my Discord first. Yeah, my Discord is open. Okay, let me take a look. 66.8. I think that's very good already though when it's on. I wouldn't say like very I wouldn't say like going with like whether is it very good or whatsoever, but I would definitely say that in terms of like damage and crit rate, everything is very high in a way comparing like. But if you can go more, especially like artifact or relic along the line, it's definitely not an easy task though. I still got too many artifacts that I have to start throwing along the line. Actually, no, how many character is holding to it? I haven't even count. I lost count. You can do 1 million. Dude, if your character can do 1 million in Honkai Star Rail, that's a very high damage. Okay. You cannot say that it's low or whatsoever. It's I would definitely say it's high in a way though. I won't say like low in regards though. Whoever say it's low, I mean like maybe to compare to some people, it's a thing, but for me I think it's pretty good. I wouldn't say like extremely like do we have to go with extreme or whatever. I don't think we need to go that route, but in a way I would definitely say you want the artifact. There's too many artifacts. Dude, I'm actually kind of like telling MiHoYo to increase the freaking amount of artifact we can have on hand, you know. like I have to like tell them that hey please, like even though like some of my artifacts is like some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are freaking hell. but then again it's like I actually told them, I actually did send them a survey saying that I do prefer if they actually increase the number of artifact slots because it's like Genshin only like 2,000, but yet in Honkai Star Rail they got 3,000, and then in Zenazone Zero I think it's like another like few thousand. So the thing is right, if MiHoYo can increase the amount, I won't have to think about throwing a lot of artifact because a lot of the character it's kind of like funny in a way is that some of the character like even like Danya in a way it's that he don't use O1 like for some reason some people will say that oh you use about some of the some of not like recommended is like this, like most people using this one or most people using that one along the line, so it's kind of like funny in a way. Like in terms of my point of view, it's like hey which one is good or which one is bad. It's like some of the older artifact, all these things do have to play a huge part. At least that's how it seems to me. Even it's kind of like funny that she used a very decent exactly 69.0. That's why I want to go for more crit damage. I'm on the right path. in a way, I'm moving on the right path along the line. But it's just that I haven't up this one. Actually, I should look into another one. Let's see. going with this path, even though some other go other path. Crit damage. Enhance. Go with 10 first. Ooh, nice! Not bad. Yes, Nani? You got great news, your leg will be healed soon. Good, that's good to know, but you still have to prevent yourself from overworking your leg though. I mean, like, doing exercise, all these things, careful enough, but you have to be very careful in a way though. Zanren, go to attack her. I have to see... 1, 2, 3, 4... I'll go to attack. Damn it. I thought you would be going to... Oh well. All your money went to collect. I mean, like... You still need to think about your colleague in a way though. You can't overthink too much though. Like, you can't overthink too much. I mean, like, in a way, not saying like it's a good thing or is it a bad thing. It's more to like you can't overthink in a way though. But yeah, you can't overthink too much. You know, all the more you'll be getting yourself. Excuse me. You know what? I'm gonna do 110 pool on this one. I don't think I will get a goal. I'll do the 110 pool only, okay? Just 110 pool. I don't think I will get a goal, but at the very least I should be getting 1 purple. What am I getting? Oh, nice! I don't need him in the way. Darn it. I do need him in the way. Where is he? Because he's still freaking C3. I don't need to think too much. For these few weeks, don't do too much crazy movement or your muscle will... Yeah, even I myself, okay, I can't overthink too much. I can't even think too much along the line. That is already a thing. That's already a thing already, okay. But yeah, I mean like you still have to prevent your leg from overworking or overthinking along the line because you do not want to get yourself into bad situation. Even I myself have to prevent myself from overthinking along the line. So that's one thing there. Okay, it's going to be 1 PM soon, so I'm going to go and rest up already. Night time I will definitely be playing again, so I will have to see how it go. But you guys better go and take care of yourself, and just go and take care of yourself. Don't make me say too much along the line. Okay, that being said, I will see you guys again probably at the next video or live stream. So that, you guys have a nice day or night. Bye bye.